Hi, this video is brought to you by Dynamic Southwest in Sugar Land, Texas. Today we're going to look at adding permissions to users and adding user groups to a select group of people. Now, assuming that your user has already been set up, you're going to want to add permissions to that user. And in NAV, they're done by permission sets. And if you search for permission sets, it'll pull up a list, and they're already have some logic behind it. If you look at the sales and receivable, which I already have this over, and you're going to have, if you want to read the customer card or view it, you just want this one. If you needed to edit it, you'd have this permission, and underneath the permission set is where all the permissions are held for this. So if you give someone the customer edit permission set, they're going to receive all of these permissions preset out of the box. And to add them to a person, you can go permission set by user. This is going to have all of the permission sets that we just saw and all of the users that you have. Now, we don't have too many in this Cronus database, but if you wanted to give a person one of the permission sets, you can just give it to one person, or from this you can give them to all. Now, if you have a lot of users, this might not be the best way to go about this. And one of the other ways we can do this is by creating a user group. If you go to user groups, and I already have some that are set up, but if you want to make a new one, and I'll make one for sales. And I can give them a default profile, which if they're part of this group, anytime they log in, their home screen would show the role center for, I'll just put sales and relationship manager. So anytime that they would log in, they would see this under their home screen. They would have that role center automatically. You could leave it blank and give them a role center from where you assign profiles. But for now, I'll leave it like that. And I have to now assign permission sets to the sales group. And I know that these were all S&R, so I want them to read. I want them to edit the customer. They can create entries. And this group, I don't want them to post, so I won't give them the journal posting. So they can read the periodic activities. And let's see, they could read posted shipments. And for now, as an example, we're going to stop here. We're going to hit OK. And now that user group sales is complete. You can keep adding as much as you want to that, but for now I think that's good. We'll hit OK. And now I want to assign this to my user. Okay, so I go to the users page, and under the user card, you can see that there's a tab called user groups. And if I just add my user group there, I get that user group set up. And if I go and look at my permission sets, all of the permissions that I just added to that group are there. So you don't ever have to go one by one under the permission sets and keep adding them by user now. Now, if I had 3 users, I could just go back in and do the same thing for this user. And that's pretty easy, and that's how you do it. Setting up user groups and adding permissions to your users. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like, you could visit us at dynamicsouthwest.com or check out our LinkedIn page about our company.